नमस्कार, एबी स्टार न्यूज देख रहे हैं आप और मैं हूं आपके साथ सोहन सिंह। संसद के शीतकालीन सत्र में विपक्ष का हंगामा लगातार जारी है। ताजा अपडेट यह है कि दूसरे दिन लोकसभा की कार्यवाही को 2 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित कर दिया है। वहीं राज्यसभा में क्या कुछ हो रहा है, चलिए आपको दिखाते हैं।
To go to the respective seats. I appealed. Please, Ramesh, when the chair is speaking, you are not supposed to disturb him. I heard the LOP. Right. Okay. Not the House except the some opposition parties. Okay. I agreed. And then one minute coming. No, please sit down. No, please. When a chair is speaking, don't interrupt him. It will not go on record. I will not call you again. When I heard him fully, these people on 10th August go through the proceedings of the House. The deputy chairman made appeal number of times. Sometimes even took the names also. Later also it was in the bulletin also it was published about the people who are engaged in this act. And 11th, no, you say no. You say no. I am not doing it. Please. What is this? What is this? What is this? Please sit down. Sit down. Sit down, Mr. Venugopal. This is not the way. See, you try to mislead the House. You disturbed the House. You ransacked the table, and you also throw the papers on the chair. And also, you have got, some of them have gone down to the table. And then you are giving me lessons. You are giving me lessons. You are giving me lessons. So this is not the way. It was the motion was moved. It was approved. Action is taken. It is final. If the members who have committed this sacrilege against the House, they have not expressed any remorse. On the other hand, they are justifying. And so I don't think the appeal of the leader of opposition is worth considering. I am not considering it at all. I am not considering. Juror about the flood situation. Juror Mr. G.K. Vasan. Issue of heavy rains in Tamil Nadu. Mr. Vasan. Please sit down. Please sit down. Very important issue. Very important issue.
This is a matter
yes,
of
what happened in the House earlier was a matter of democracy. That's why action is taken.
I call the members to hear this. Tamil Nadu is reeling under heavy rains for the past 1 month. The state of Tamil Nadu
Mr. Vasan, that has been disposed of. Please sit down. Please sit down, Mr. Suraj Sivan and Bitter. Please sit down. Otherwise, I have to. Please. Mr. Vasan, you conclude. What you are saying is going on record.
Sir, Chennai has not seen such a rain for 100 years, sir. Chennai and surroundings. The northern districts of Chennai, like Chengalpattu, Kanchipuram, Tiruvallur, have received heavy rainfall. Lakes and reservoirs have been overflowing, sir. The streets of Chennai
that has been disposed of.
The Kaveri Delta has been completely damaged.
Please,
the farmers are suffering today,
sir. This is a public issue
because of
flood.
continuous rain. The southern districts like Thoothukudi, Kanyakumari, Tirunelveli, Ramanathapuram have also not been spared, sir. Schools and colleges have been continuously closed.
Please go to your seats.
Roads and bridges.
This is what is matter of democracy.
Sir, this is
what has happened earlier.
Since
go to your seats. Go to your seats.
Government needs
don't precipitate further action.
It is a challenging
Don't
job.
precipitate further action. Go to your seats.
I request the central government's team to come again and inspect, sir, and restore normalcy by giving financial aid to Tamil Nadu. Thank you, sir.
Right. Mr. Wilson. On floods.
I'm associating with that.
You associate.
House, kindly restore.
No, that has been solved.
I'll speak few minutes, Chairman. I'll speak few minutes. Chairman, I'll speak few minutes.
These slogans will not go on record. This is a murder and insult of democracy. Please.
We are also to request for Central Delhi.
You don't want to discuss it.
We are requesting.
K.C. Ramamurthy.
Sir, thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity.
to mention
That
a very
should go on
important
record.
matter pertaining to Karnataka. Sir, incessant heavy rains in Karnataka from October, particularly in Bangalore, has thrown life topsy-turvy, inundated and damaged many houses, lakes, overflowed, damaged various infrastructure facilities in the Silicon Valley of India. Sir, if you look at Bangalore rural, percent of departure from normal rainfall
No
is
reporting.
39%.
No
and
showing.
in Bangalore urban,
You are only shouting. What
it
is
is
the
11-22%, which is the highest in the last 6 decades. And sir, Karnataka received 129 mm rainfall between 1st of and 21st November, which is highest in the last 1 decade and third highest in the last 6 decades. Issue
no
below
slogan,
warnings
no showing
for
of
IMD
papers.
for many districts, including districts in the Western Ghats,
nothing to be covered?
clearly indicate the magnitude of severity. The untimely incessant rains all over the state has created extensive damage to standing crops,
Please,
most
go
of
to-
which were in the harvesting stage. Sir.
Senior member.
The persistent
You are a
rainfall
senior member. Say
has
whatever
also
you want to say
damaged a
from
large
there.
number of houses and critical infrastructure such as roads, schools and
Senior
other government
by
offices.
your age
Many
as
of the
well as
low-lying areas
your profession also.
are flooded. 25 people have died, sir.
So Karnataka
More than 9,000
flood
houses
situation.
have been damaged. Crop loss in 7 lakh hectares. More than 2,300 kilometers of roads are damaged in the state, sir. Huge infrastructure damages are occurred. And
Right.
hundreds of kilometers of roads, colors
Okay,
and
Ramos
bridges are
Garu.
damaged in Bangalore, sir. So there is no doubt that civic authorities and the government of Karnataka have been doing everything they
Karnataka,
can in relief,
restitution.
rescue and restoration work. But it is not enough, sir, since the damage is enormous. Sir, the Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Home Minister are seized
What
of the
is there
matter
to look?
and are in
I have
contact
looked
with the
enough.
Honorable Chief Minister. Sir, in view of the above, I
Please.
request the Government of India
Right,
to send
Ramotivik.
IMCD immediate to take up on-spot assessment of damages to release relief from NDRF. Release 2,000 crores as immediate financial assistance to take up relief, rehabilitation and restoration works in a fixed time frame and carry out reports to roads, stormwater drain networks, sir. And I also request to constitute an expert committee to study the causation of such extreme events and study
Right.
the change in climatic
See,
conditions
who-
and
why
such a concrete
we
plan of
Vijay
action.
Sai Reddy?
Sir, thank you, sir.
Please, please. Okay. Right. You have got every right, sir. You have got every right.
Sorry. That could be taken further. No, that could be taken further by the members.
Please. No, I have called Vijay Sai Reddy to speak on floods in Andhra Pradesh. I will hear you, Kesavaga, later.
Let them walk out, sir.
You have got every right to walk out. I am not questioning it. But keep the respect of the house. Vijay Sai Reddy.
Let them walk out, sir. House will be in order. So that
Please, no comment. No comment. No comment. They have got every right to walk out. In a democracy, in a democracy,
they can't
in a
create
democracy,
an anarchy
in
here
parliamentary
the house.
system. Vijay Sai Reddy, 1 second. Don't make comment. See, they have made their intention
Only
to walk out.
chenchas can
They have got
speak
every
about
right.
chenchas.
In a democracy, in parliamentary democracy, either you can talk out or walk out. But break
Please.
out of the house business
Please.
is not allowed. So I respectfully honor their sentiments, but only tell them, please see to it that the house is allowed to function. Let the house be allowed to function. Please. See Vijay Sai Reddy.
Sir, it's a very important item relating to the people of Andhra Pradesh. Heavy rains triggered the depression over Bay of Bengal on 8th November, led to flash floods and wreaked the havoc in Rayalaseema and south coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh, sir. The unprecedented rains and floods caused breaches to the reservoirs, thereby inundated the villages and towns in Andhra Pradesh, sir. Roads, bridges, railway tracks were extensively damaged. Electricity utilities have been uprooted. Houses were either washed away or inundated in flood waters, rendering thousands of people homeless. So far, 44 people have died and 16 are reported missing, and about 70,000 persons have been displaced from their homes, sir. Farmers also have suffered huge losses since the crops were ready for harvesting were destroyed. It is estimated that 1.85 lakhs hectares of agriculture and horticulture crops have been damaged. In totality, according to the preliminary estimates, the loss caused to the crops and infrastructure has been put at 6,054 crores, sir. Sir, despite sincere efforts of the government of Andhra Pradesh in conducting the rescue operations and undertaking relief measures in the affected areas, the current situation on ground needs centre's assistance. In the hour of crisis, it is imperative that the union government step in to provide much needed assistance to see that the state raises up once again, sir. To this end, I urge the Government of India and the Honourable Finance Minister to provide interim relief package of 1,000 crores.
Right.
Thank you very much, sir.
CM Ramesh.
These floods happened. Previously, Meteorological Department has given 3-4 days notice. So much rain is coming. 2 dams, sir. One is Pincha, upper side. Without notice, without any precautions, without vigilance to the villages, it has happened. That is the reason so much damage happened. Hundreds, thousands of animals has washed away in the water. And on that day, Honorable Prime Minister has called to the Chief Minister, inquired about the situation in Andhra Pradesh. By that time, any officials has not given any precautions to the villagers. Because of that is the reason so much damage has happened, so much deaths has happened, and hundreds of thousands of animals also gone, sir. In coming again now, situation is very bad. Government ministry has to act properly and give the precautions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sri Chaudhary. You want to associate or what?
Yes, sir, I would like to associate.
Right. Yes, Navneet Krishna, where is he? He was here. So, I hope the Government of India will take note of the situation in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and also Kerala. The Kerala members were not there, though they also expressed a desire to participate in this. And I hope the government will take necessary action, timely action, to come to the rescue of the people. Sri Vaiko absent. Professor Manoj Kumar Jha, absent. Sri M.V. Shreyams Kumar, absent. Sri Luzino Joaquim Ferrerio, no, they have got every right for. Yeah, Ferrerio.
Mr. Chairman, sir.
It took about yesterday, the very senior member. Please.
12 of my colleagues are out of this house.
No, that's not the issue. I have called you to speak about the notice
But I am
you have given.
very grateful to you for allowing this 0 hour, because this is a very, very important issue as far as the people of Goa is concerned and as far as the environment of Goa is concerned. Sir, I hail from Goa, which is known as an abode of peace and tranquility. We love our environment. We respect our environment. Our forefathers has painstakingly preserved and protected our environment. The governments of the day today has undertaken major projects which has not only destroyed but devastated our economy, our ecology, our environment, and the livelihoods of the people of Goa. The government of the day has signed for transportation of 13 million tons of coal through Goa, through Karnataka. Goa is known as a tourist destination. Goa is known as an international tourist destination, not a coal destination. It is a health hazard and people are suffering.
What is your suggestion?
No.
0 hour only.
No, I know. I am just going to take only 2 minutes.
Please. No, please. That's fine.
We have been given 3 linear projects. 3 linear projects are 3 cardinal sins on the people of Goa. Double tracking of railway lines, expansion of national highway to, and the third project is regarding the Tanmar Power Transmission Project. These projects are mainly to transport the coal from Goa to the hinterland. This has not only devastated our forest, this has devastated the wildlife sanctuaries, which is the Santu Santorum of Goa, and it has devastated the trees. Mahade River represents 60% of the lifeline of the people of Goa. We worship our rivers.
Right, Federer. Suggestion.
Sir, the water of Mahade has been shifted to Karnataka. Thereby, there is a devastation to the ecology and environment. Mining has been the backbone of Goa's. The successive governments have stopped mining. Thereby, nearly 2.5 lakh mining affected people are on the roads. There is an illegal.
Please, you have to conclude.
I am only asking.
What is your suggestion?
35,000 crores of illegal loot, which was mentioned by the
0 hour is not meant
PSC
for making
report,
charges. You are aware of it. Because
Shah Commission and even Supreme Court is not recovered. I would like this government to ensure that this money is recovered as per the assurance given to the Supreme
Thank you,
Court.
Federer.
Destruction.
Please.
Destruction of heritage sites.
Derek, please. What is it?
Chairman, sir, destruction of heritage sites which are protected by UNESCO.
0 hour, I have told you, first time you were
no,
speaking,
I'm
that's why I was
just
lenient.
requesting this government. They have destroyed the Santu Santorum of our wildlife sanctuaries. Today they are destroying the old Goa heritage site which is
Then I have to
protected
go
by
to the
UNESCO.
other speaker. This will not go on record. Why are you wasting your energies? Mr. Derek Coburn.
Sir,
Please.
sir, thank you. I will take 45 seconds. That's all.
Good.
Sir, we all want Parliament to run. We all want these issues to be brought up. But the entire monsoon session, the opposition was compelled to do what they did because certain discussions were not allowed. Sir, you spoke about the sanctity of Parliament. Yes, sir. We want to maintain the sanctity of Parliament. The 12 members should not have been suspended. The 80 members of the Treasury benches should have been suspended.
Shri
We woke up in
Subhash Chandra Singh.
protest. Sir,
Right.
we woke up
Shri-
in protest.
Shri Subhash
It is
Chandra
their fault.
Bose- Subhash
It is
Chandra
not the
Singh.
opposition's fault.
Right.
It is not the
Yes.
opposition's
That is your view. Okay. Subhash Chandra Singh. Don't.
Sir,
Please.
Sir,
Why, finally washed out.
Honorable Chairman, sir. Honorable Chairman, sir. I would
Subhash
like
Chandra
to,
Singh.
Sir. Honorable Chairman, sir. I would like to draw your kind attention that the importance of Anganwadi workers, of frontline health workers, has increased significantly since the outbreak of pandemic. Despite the extra burden of work, their salaries have not sufficiently increased to compensate them and are often delayed. This is linked to the fact that these workers are designated as honorary and are provided with monthly honorarium and hence are not eligible to avail minimum wages. Despite India's 7th pay commission mandating the monthly wages rate to be fixed at 18,000 skilled workers, they barely received this much. Being frontline worker, they had to conduct surveillance duties to control pandemic without adequate protective gears. Also, since they are categorized as a low-risk workers, despite associated health risk, failure to recognize them as actual worker, it's reflective a general attitude of the devaluating the worker put in by them. Thus, I urge government to ameliorate their statute. Sir, 45 years, 25 lakhs Anganwadi workers, they are working in this pandemic situation. No arrangement for these people.
Right,
Government of Odisha is rising 3,000 rupees in addition. They are 4,500 or 60-40 sharing. 3,000 extra Odisha government is paying.
400 सर 400 कोटी टंका ओडिशा सरकार प्रति वर्ष दौरान केंद्र सरकार से शेयरिंग नहीं. I request honorable finance minister is available here and other ministers are available here. Anganwadi worker really yesterday sir, chairman sir, quoting their contribution for booster dose.
Right.
जो टीकाकरण रे बड़ भूमिका तांको सर साहाय्य करंतु किछि तांको पई व्यवस्था करा जाऊ एवं तांको दरमा बढ़िया पई होनरारियम रो वर्कर मान्यता सरकारी मान्यता एवं दरमा 18,000 टंका मासको वृद्धि करिया पई व्यवस्था करा जाऊ.
Amar Patnaik to associate, that's all. Dr. Narendra Jadhav, associate person Acharya.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, the World Health Organization has designated the recently discovered strain, now called Omicron, as a variant of concern. The variant has so far been identified in South Africa, Botswana, Hong Kong, and Belgium. Due to this variant's unusual high number of mutations, the European Centre for Disease and Prevention and Control have said that given the variant's, and I quote, immune escape potential and potentially increased transmissibility advantage compared to Delta, unquote, there is, again I quote, high to very high risk it will spread in Europe. In India, the fear of Omicron variant has already renewed the fears of third wave of the pandemic, with many countries across the world administering booster shots of the COVID-19 vaccine, including the US, Germany, Austria, Canada, France, among others. This calls for the government to start administering booster shots to COVID-19 vaccine in India. This view has been shared by the chairperson of the COVID-19 task force, AIIMS, New Delhi. Sir, I strongly feel that the government should start administering booster shots to frontline workers along with persons with comorbidities, senior citizens, and the police personnel. I urge the government, sir, to come out with a policy for booster and issue necessary instructions to the states and vaccination centers to take these measures as soon as possible. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sri K.C. Venugopal, absent. He was wanted to raise the same issue. Sri John Brittas, absent. Need for precautionary measures in prevent third wave of coronavirus, absent. Sri Sukaram Singh Yadav, Chaudhary.
धन्यवाद माननीय सभापति जी. कानपुर के जाजमऊ स्थिति राजा याद के किले के बारे में आपका ध्यान आकर्षित करना चाहता हूं. इतिहासकारों के मुताबिक ययाति चंद्रवंशी वंश के राजा नहुस के 6 पुत्रों यति, ययाति, सयाति, अयाति, वियाति तथा कृतिके में से एक थे. ययाति का विवाह शुक्राचार्य की पुत्री देवयानी के साथ हुआ था. यदुवंशी इन्हीं से के वंश से वंशज हैं. और श्री माननीय सभापति जी, हम उसी यदुवंशी वंश में आते हैं. इसलिए मैं कहना चाहूंगा आपसे कि कानपुर में ये याद का किला बहुत ही खराब स्थिति में है. हालांकि पुरातत्व विभाग ने इसको अपने कब्जे में ले लिया है, इसके बावजूद भी इसका कोई विकास के कार्य नहीं हो रहे हैं. मैं चाहता हूं, शासन से मांग करता हूं आप माध्यम से कि इस पुरातत्व विभाग के द्वारा लिए गए किले को सर्वेक्षण विभाग अच्छे से काम करावे, ताकि राजा याद इतिहास है. भगवान कृष्ण के वंशज राजा याद थे, उनका नाम पूरे देश और विदेश में चले और लोगों को मालूम, इतिहास मालूम हो राजा याद कैसे थे और कहां से आए थे. ऐसा किला है जो लोगों ने कब्जा कर, भूमाफिया कब्जा कर लिए हैं. पूरा भूमाफिया इसमें प्लाटिंग कर रहे हैं, प्लाट काटे जा रहे हैं, कोई ध्यान नहीं दे रहा. मैं चाहता हूं इस विषय में गंभीरता लेते हुए आप शासन को निर्देश दें ताकि इस याद किले को बचाया जा सके और यादों का मान सम्मान को बढ़ाया जा सके. जय हिंद. धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद जी. Zero or mentions are over. Now permitted special mentions. Sri Ramnath Thakur. You can read. पढ़ लीजिए.
धन्यवाद. भारतीय जेलों में वर्तमान में तकरीबन 70% विचाराधीन कैदी हैं जो लंबे समय से जमानत की आस जो रहे हैं.
कुछ ऐसे विचाराधीन कैदी हैं जिन पर जो धाराएं लगी हैं उन धाराओं में जितनी सजा हो सकती है उससे अधिक वे कैदी के रूप में गुजार चुके हैं। विशेषज्ञ मानते हैं कि जमानत का कोई तय फार्मूला नहीं है, जिसके कारण निरंतर विचाराधीन कैदियों की संख्या में बढ़ोतरी हो रही है। जाहिर सी बात है कि जेलों में जितने प्रतिशत विचाराधीन बंदी बढ़ेंगे उतना ही जेलों के खर्चों में वृद्धि होगा। ऐसी हालत में आरोपियों की जमानत में विलंब से संविधान के अनुच्छेद 21 में दर्ज व्यक्ति की स्वतंत्रता के बुनियादी अधिकारों का हनन हो रहा है। इनका समाधान जमानत हेतु फार्मूला बनाकर निकाला जा सकता है। सदन के माध्यम से मेरी मांग है कि सरकार अविलंब बढ़ते विचाराधीन कैदियों की संख्या को देखते हुए जमानत हेतु फार्मूला नीति बनाए, जिसके आधार पर न्यायालय जमानत दे सके, जिससे व्यक्ति के मौलिक अधिकारों की रक्षा हो सके। धन्यवाद।
डॉक्टर वी शिवदासन ऑब्सेंट, डॉक्टर फौजिया खान ऑब्सेंट, श्री विश्वम्बर प्रसाद निषाद प्लीज।
माननीय सभापति महोदय,
पढ़ना है आपने जो भेजा वो। हाँ।
देश के सरकारी कर्मचारियों को पुरानी पेंशन योजना ओपीएस के लाभ से 1 जनवरी 2004 से वंचित कर दिया गया है। इस पेंशन योजना को समाप्त करने के बाद सरकारी नई पेंशन योजना एनपीएस लागू किया। इसमें कर्मचारी अपने अंश राशि को देकर निजी कंपनी के जरिए पेंशन प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। नतीजतन कर्मचारियों के सेवानिवृत्ति के बाद उन्हें अधिक कम पेंशन प्राप्त होने वाला है। इसे देखते हुए सरकारी कर्मचारी अपने बुढ़ापे को लेकर चिंतित है। पुरानी पेंशन योजना ओपीएस ऐसी स्कीम थी जिसके तहत सभी पेंशन धारकों को महंगाई में भी पर्याप्त धनराशि गुजारे लायक मिल जाती थी, पर ये नई पेंशन योजना महंगाई के इस दौर में गुजारे लायक नहीं है। पुरानी पेंशन योजना ओपीएस पुनः लागू करने हेतु सरकारी कर्मचारी और संगठन लगातार सरकार से मांग कर रहे हैं। मैं सदन के माध्यम से मांग करता हूं कि सरकार 1 जनवरी 2004 से पूर्व लागू पुरानी पेंशन योजना ओपीएस पुनः प्रारंभ करे, जिससे सेवानिवृत्त कर्मचारी अधिक महंगाई के इस दौर में अपने को गुजर बसर लायक पेंशन पा सके। धन्यवाद। मानव सदस्यों को बहाल किया जाए, हम सदन को बहिर्गमन करते हैं।
वो आपने जो प्रस्ताव किया उसका बहिष्कार करते हैं। आपने बोला दिस इज नॉट ए गुड प्रैक्टिस। श्री एम षणमुगम ऑब्सेंट, श्रीमती सीमा द्विवेदी।
माननीय सभापति महोदय, देश भर में चल रहे जूनियर डॉक्टरों के हड़ताल में जाने से हुई दिक्कतों के उत्पन्न स्थिति के संबंध में महोदय, वर्ष 2021 समाप्त होने को हो गया है, लेकिन अभी नीट और पीजी की परीक्षा का रिजल्ट आउट न होने से जितने भी JR2 हैं उनके ऊपर उत्पन्न स्थिति के संबंध में सरकार का ध्यान आकृष्ट करना चाहती हूँ। महोदय, चिकित्सीय कार्य का बहिष्कार सारे जूनियर डॉक्टर्स कर चुके हैं और डॉक्टरों के हड़ताल पर जाने से अस्पताल एवं मरीजों के ऊपर संकट की स्थिति पैदा हो गई है। मरीजों का उपचार सही ढंग से नहीं हो पा रहा है। डॉक्टरों का कहना है कि नीट एवं पीजी की परीक्षा का परिणाम घोषित न होने के कारण उनके ऊपर बहुत भार पड़ गया है। लंबे समय तक कार्य करने से डॉक्टरों का स्वास्थ्य खराब हो रहा है तथा उनको चिकित्सा का सही ज्ञान भी नहीं हो रहा है। हो पाने के कारण उनका भविष्य अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है। यह भी कहना है कि JR फर्स्ट के न आने के कारण JR2 के बच्चे बेड से लेकर खून एकत्रित करना एवं केवल मरीजों की जांच पड़ताल के अलावा मरीजों का ऑपरेशन एवं उनका इलाज सही ढंग से नहीं हो पा रहा है, जिसका उनका भविष्य अच्छा नहीं है। डॉक्टरी पढ़ाई पूरी होने के बाद वो मरीजों का अच्छा इलाज नहीं कर सकते। उल्लेखनीय होगा कि अस्पतालों में डॉक्टरों की पहले से ही कमी है। डॉक्टरों का कहना है कि जो JR2 है हमारा लगभग 2 वर्ष का कार्यकाल पूरा होने वाला, लेकिन JR प्रथम के न होने के कारण स्वास्थ्य एवं शिक्षा दोनों पर बुरा असर पड़ रहा है। अतः सरकार से यह मांग करते हैं कि माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट में पहल करके जो मामला वहां पर लंबित है वहां पर अतिशीघ्र इसका निस्तारण करने की कृपा करें, ताकि JR प्रथम जो कि लगभग 2 वर्ष उनका कार्यकाल पूरा होने को आया है और अभी तक उनके JR फर्स्ट के न आने के कारण उनके ऊपर बहुत लोड पड़ रहा है और सभी मरीजों का सही ढंग से इलाज नहीं हो पा रहा है। अतः सरकार से हम ये मांग करते हैं कि सरकार माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालय से अपील करके अतिशीघ्र परीक्षा परिणाम जारी करने की कृपा करें।
माननीय सदस्यों, जो विषय कल संसदीय कार्य प्रणाली मंत्री ने जो प्रस्ताव रखा और हाउस ने उसको स्वीकृति दिया और कुछ सदस्यों को विलंबित किया है, उसके बारे में कुछ लोगों ने कहा इन लोगों के बारे में उस समय कुछ कहा नहीं। तो मैंने कहा उस समय जो उस दिन मैंने हाउस में जो मेंशन किया 10 तारीख को जो हुआ उसके बारे में 11 तारीख को जो घटना हो उसके बारे में members, I raise in deep anguish to place on record the way this August House is being subjected to sacrilege, and that too propelled by sense of competition among some sections of the House since the commencement of this monsoon session. Everything said or done violating, hurting, destroying the sacredness of any place amounts to an act of sacrilege. We are a land of temples, churches, mosques and gurudwaras. These are holy places which demarcated sacred areas which are known as sanctum sanctorum. Parliament, the apex legislature of our country, is regarded as the temple of democracy. Table area, where the officers and reports of the House, the Secretary General and presiding officer are considered to be holy sanctum sanctorum of this House. A certain degree of sacredness is attached to this place. In our temples, devotees are allowed only up to that place, not beyond. Entering the sanctum sanctorum of the House itself is an act of sacrilege. It has been happening quite in a routine manner. I am distressed by the way this sacredness was destroyed yesterday, while some members sat on the table, some others climbed on the table of the House, perhaps to be more visible with such act of sacrilege. I have no words to convey my anguish to condemn such acts. I spent sleepless nights last night. I struggled to find out the provocation for reason for this, forcing this August House to hit such a low yesterday. A discussion on agricultural problems and solutions was listed. There can be difference of opinion. For your information also, I have gone through that report. 4 hours time was allocated for agriculture. 3 hours 46 minutes was taken by the honorable members from all sides. No other speaker was left. So the bill was passed and the minister has given reply to that. Agriculture problems and solutions. The list of business includes the notices that are accepted by the chairman. And once the chairman accepts any notice, that is the final. That cannot be questioned. If some members has other opinion, they can come to the chair and meet him and then explain. So when I was saying this also, there were interruptions. I said, please have the decency, interruptions. When the chair is something, at least you hear, you may not agree, interruptions. There is a different matter. I said interruptions, but it is not to be, sole intention seems to be not to allow the House to function. Interruptions like that. And how can anybody say no? Sir, no caution was given, no mention was made, and then they were, and I said at the end, I was very sad. I am deeply anguished. The nation also is anguished. I am scared to visualize the implications and consequences of such competitive acts and of sacrilege in our temple of democracy. Again,